Hello, this is SeeWing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. And this podcast, I'm presenting to you our Charlotte, North Carolina real estate investment opportunities. And as you know, our network, we specialize in turnkey properties, mainly single family home investment properties throughout the country over the years. And in the current market conditions, we're focusing on on mainly the south and southeast of the U.S. due to the affordability factor, due to the fact that as a real estate investor, you want to buy in an area where you can at least uh, break even or have a positive cash flow. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on the challenges, what's going on. Suffice to say, normally, again, the affordability, we always look at the numbers, right? As a risk investor, we cannot afford to buy in markets where the price is too high relative to the rent we're going to collect. At the end of the day, if we were going to buy in the appreciation market, uh, uh, and we would at least want to have a break even. We would at least want to have appreciation market where maybe the next 12 to 24 months, 12 to 24 months, you may have a double digit appreciation given what's going on in the market overall. And then after that will be some stabilization of the market where some go back to normal 2 to 3%, 3 to 5% normal annual appreciation beyond that. So ordinarily, we want a higher cash flow market, but however, the rising prices and we see what's happening in the past 18 months and the fact that rent is trying to catch up. So all we can do is in the Charlotte market I'm presenting right now, at least when you put 20 to 25% down payment on a typical single family home you're buying as an investor, you can at least achieve break-even cash flow. That means I will show you some example momentarily, but a single family home in Charlotte is cost like $350,000. And if you put 25% down payment, uh, and on the rent is projected to be around $1,900, maybe even 2,000, depending on the neighborhood. If you factor in the mortgage that you have to pay, taxes, insurance, property management fee, what have you, at the end of the day, the all those debt obligations, as I mentioned, should not exceed the gross monthly rent. All right, so that's a good benchmark. So you're shooting for appreciation for the next couple of years, and then when the tenants, when the rental income catch up with their rising prices, then beyond for the long term, you're getting some cash flow, albeit a slight cash flow. So it's better than nothing, right? So without further ado, let me share my screen and go over some of the properties we have. This is our weekly listing. By the way, as a turnkey provider, we do the one-stop shop situation where we have done most of the research for you. We have identified the properties that fit your criteria as a real estate investor, right? And we have, like I said, we have a one-stop shop approach in all the market we represent. And Charlotte, North Carolina is no different. And we have a local network realtor on the ground that has been in this market, that's been working this market for more than 2 decades. His name is Kevin. And furthermore, it's like I said, it's a turnkey situation. We pick the right property for you based on your specific criteria, and we run the numbers, and our realtors on the ground, Kevin, will find the specific property for you that will meet your criteria. Then we get the investment loan financing for you. Hopefully you can do financing, although you could purchase with cash if you wish, but we highly prefer do financing due to the leveraging and the higher return when you finance a particular investment property. And of course, we have everything. We have property management on the ground for you. We have title company, we have insurance agent, we have the inspector, all is one-stop shop. So you can, regardless of where you live, remotely, you can buy this almost passive property, remotely passive turnkey, where you just sit back, relax, and let the team on the ground to uh, to guide you through your investment process and into the future as well. So it really alleviate a lot of risk as if you were to uh, buy this kind of properties on your own, obviously, right? So again, regardless of where you live, California, uh, Maine, or North Dakota, or Montana, or West Virginia, or Oklahoma, regardless of where you live, you have the ability to buy out of state, buy remotely, as long as you surround yourself with a very trusted turnkey provider in a specific market, because we've been doing this for a very, very long time with a high track record, transparency, reputation, credibility, the whole 9 yards. That's what we do to help out-of-state investors to buy in different markets. All right, and Charlotte, North Carolina is no different. Charlotte, you may not know, has been growing very, very fast in the past 10 years. Very consistent growth, very good economy, a very high population growth, very high job growth, and many, many renters. You should have very little problem getting your property rented when you close escrow. We've been seeing 20 to 30 rental applications per house that we close for our investors, right? We buy in the right neighborhood, in the A minus or B plus neighborhood, resell homes only a few years old. It's very, very difficult to find new construction in the Charlotte area, because new construction, the prices are beyond the range that we want as investors. And plus, many new builders are raising their prices dramatically. Furthermore, many builders in the not just in Charlotte area, but all over the country, they are not, most of them are not selling to investors. They're very, very difficult to build with new builders, as you know. Although for many investors over the years that we've been working with, we're able to, many of our investors, they like new construction. And the reasons are obvious. I'm not going to go into detail about that. Make sense? But resale homes, like you are about to see, is a very, very desirable, and they pretty much turnkey, require no, they're only like 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. That's it, maybe 8 to 10 years old, but they look brand new. They've been rehab, everything completely turnkey. And again, our local network on the ground will do all the work for you. Okay, we are the eyes and ears on the ground for you. So you could become a very successful investor investing remotely out of state. Once again, as long as you surround yourself with a trusted team that they can do everything for you. Okay, this is not a small investment. 20 to 25% down payment to buy a $350,000 to make cost, including closing costs, plus the down payment 25%. We're talking, $80,000 cash, right? To close, which is not easy. Not everybody can do that, but I know if you are a fairly well versed as an investor, clearly the Charlotte market is one of the fastest growing market in the country, and so we don't have time to discuss all the economic matrix. Suffice to say, it's a very excellent market for educated, realistic, turnkey mom and pop investors out there. Okay. All right, so we begin. I'm not going to go through all the properties in here. I will pick 2 or 3. So you guys gonna have the feel of these properties. Anyway, so we try to restrict the properties to around the high 200s and the mid 300, perhaps from like, as in this case, 339K. I'm not going to go over detail. I'm just going to show you the 3 or 4 properties. That's it. I want to limit this presentation to like 15 minutes. Now, so all these, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Maybe any like 25 properties that on a weekly basis we identify that may work for most of the investors out there. And by the way, you probably have to these properties are in the multiple listing service, so you may have to go to a bidding war. Today's bidding war have subsided just a little bit, so expect 5 to 8 offers per house that you're competing against. So most likely you might have to offer maybe 5 to 10% above the list price in order to make your offer submission taken seriously by the seller. All right. So, but don't worry, our network realtor on the ground will guide you every step of the way, and that's how the process works. So 339K, like I said, all the price ranges we discuss are either break even or even slight positive cash flow based on 25% down payment. But if you want to buy something like 350K or higher, I mean, you need to put more than 25% down, right? You need to put maybe 35, 40, even 50% down payment if you really want a cash flow on a 350K or a 400K single family homes. But in this case, a 290K home, I think 20% down payment may get you a break-even cash flow. So as you can see, these homes are quite large, right? Anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 square foot. They're located in a very good school district in a different part of town. As you can see, as you can see the map, you're not buying in the city of Charlotte, because inside the city limits, the prices are way too high. So it just does not meet our cash flow numeric criteria, if you know what I mean, right? So we're buying in the suburbs of Charlotte, as you can see, Concord or Lake Wylie or Gastonia, just to name a few. All right, so which is right here, right? So this 290K looks very desirable. It looks very nice, very secluded in Concord, North Carolina, 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,055 square foot, 290K. So with a rental income, projected rent of like 18 to 1900, you should break even cash flow and 20% down. So some of you may want to go for higher than 400K, knowing that if you put 25% down payment, you might have a slight monthly negative for a couple of $100. Not so bad. This one is also very nice, 285K in Dallas, North Carolina, 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,200 square foot. So again, very desirable, very new resale homes that we handpicked for you. All right, let me see what else. Let me pick maybe one more. Yeah, 325K, 296K. This is a good sweet spot for you, for your price point. A good, like I said, very good square footage, very close to city limits in many of these areas. So just so you know, this is the what's going on. We may be able to find some. In fact, some new construction may work for you if the investors allow, if the builders allow investors to purchase some of the new builds. That would be ideal. I'm not sure about in this situation. These two listing right here is a new construction. 345K and 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 1,900 square foot. We are not sure whether they are completed or they are under construction. So we will get the details later. But if there are new builds within this price range in a good neighborhood that are investor friendly by the builder, then please consult with my network realtor, Kevin, and he will address your questions. All right, so I think that's all. I don't need to go any further. But these are the good neighborhoods within the Charlotte metro suburban areas. They get sold very quickly, as you know, right? As soon as a home, these kind of homes are listed in the market, they get sold within a week or less. Expect a little bit of a bidding war, not as much as prior to today, but still, this is just like everywhere else in the country, right? Charlotte has very low inventory, obviously, very, very high demand from owner-occupied buyers moving into town, and also investors from all over the country, all over the world for that matter, are targeting Charlotte. So the is an appreciation market. The prices have increased quite dramatically in the last couple of years. and the rental income is slightly try to catch up with the rising prices, but we feel that the rent will continue to rise soon. The rental income will be even higher, so you can have a better cash flow down the road. But so anyway, so this is a long-term investment as we profess this philosophy. As an investor, you're not buying for the short term, you're buying for the long term. We feel it's very, very easy to get a rental. The rental market is extremely strong. This is a renters nation these days. There are many more renters out there than for you, obviously, because a lot of people are priced out of buying a home these days. You may have heard about that. So, in foreseeable future, there will be many people renting. So as a landlord, it's a great time for you to become a landlord, so your house will be occupied very, very, very easily, short term and long term. Okay, that's all I have to say for right now. And yeah, so if you obviously, you can subscribe to my channel, and if you're really motivated, just go ahead and at the bottom of this video, we have a contact information. We feel free to log into our newsletter tab, so you can become our free member of our organization, our real estate investment club, the Yee Real Estate Network, and then we'll put in touch. If you wish, we can communicate. I'm very accessible for a phone consultation, and then we work with each investor. If you're motivated, of course, we can help you to achieve your goal, to take action, and our team are here to help you, everybody. All right, so that's all I have to say. Really, thank you for attending. This great Charlotte, North Carolina market is very fast growing. It's very desirable. Good place to live, good affordability, good cash flow, good long-term investment for cash flow and appreciation. Okay, thank you so much. This is SeeWing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.